watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Why we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch is those giant unless you're no Tom Brady, well, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Now Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. They won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Going from the pistol, Stafford. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Stafford going to go on 4th. Oh, man, that's Nakua. And they get this down to the 28. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
1st down, Los Angeles.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Give to Williams from the gun. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They go with Williams on the counter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Screen here for Williams. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform. But you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
So Jeremy Crawshaw out once again to punt it away. Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. We know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Rams out to an early advantage. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. With the Harvey here from the pistol. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
On the draw, he gives to Harvey. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up fourth down.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And they make the tackle at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Stafford to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense is set. First and 10. Stafford. That's with Adams again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Stafford from the gun, third down. Caught out wide. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. First and 10, it's Harvey. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stretch. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
The 42-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
10 at the 21-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Nix from the gun. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Nix looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
On third down, here's Nix. All the left side. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
Broncos 7.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Kyron Williams, the intended target. So it's second down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He finds Adams, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. That one's complete, right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. This is Williams. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Rams 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st.
1st and goal.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Stafford from the gun. Brought in. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. Kyron Williams the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
17, Broncos 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. This is Sutton working the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout.
That's good.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. This finds Franklin. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Nix to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Blake Corum now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. First and 10 from the 32. Adams put in motion right. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They've got a man in motion. They pick the handoff now, Safford. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
19 yards. First down, Rams.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Williams now, first and 10. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, Los Angeles.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A run with Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. That one's incomplete over the middle. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he only needed 1 more step for the score. They stopped him at the 2. Give him 24 yards on that one. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Williams does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here comes the Bronco offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He's running with it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Harvey gets it on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Nix with it on 1st. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Able to get it to Franklin. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's Nix out of the pistol. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10.
Rams 24, Broncos 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Corum now on the return. Showing a reverse so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Adams put in motion right. They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And that's good for a gain of 5. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Williams on the option. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We'll go with a design keeper. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 2nd down, along with Williams. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
In our season, we're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Rams football as they try to close out their 3rd title ever. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. From the red zone now. Screen here for Williams. Breaks the tackle. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Stafford from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's caught by Williams. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Stafford's going to throw once more. He finds Adams, complete. Oh, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
1st and goal, Cora. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Stafford now. Oh, he lost the football. But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Woo! Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Nix from the gun. Ingram's got another one. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Nix off the play action. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You've got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
That's good.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
38-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They'll throw again. Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'd make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Sanford. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
2nd down, run by Corum. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Nevis able to knock it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
He was covered by
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Once more, it's Nix. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
4 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Working inside the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Nix to throw again. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now the offense and Nix coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The Broncos will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game.
Broncos 22.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
The Rams headed out to the field now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Let's start on the ground, Coral. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. back with Corum. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They're needing more of those as they trail by a score. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Broncos go with a dime look here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Setting up the screen here for Corum. And they get it done. Stop for a loss on 3rd down. That should get them the football back. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Went way outside there, trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
We see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to throw it. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Broncos 8 points behind. This might just be the play an incredible Super Bowl is remembered for. Here's 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Out come the Rams on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Drawn up for him. 4 years after their last dance with the Lombardi Bronc, the Los Angeles Rams, champions once again. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way the pieces fell into place along the way, all of it led to these final 4 quarters of football in this moment that they will never forget. I know not a one of them out there could have imagined a better final scene to the movie that has been their season. Super Bowl champions.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall.